Good morning, everybody. How you doing today? My name's Andrew.
I'm Daniel.
I'm Kelly.
And we're some of the Veggie boys.
And girls.
And we'd like to thank you for stopping by. If you're new here, please consider subscribing because we can grow a lot of stuff on the farm, but one thing we can't grow is this channel without your help. Welcome back, everyone, to another wonderful day on the farm. We got hit with a few inches of snow last night, 5 to be exact. It left a beautiful blanket on the ground. It's sure gonna make things fun for work this morning. First thing we did was got the parking lots all plowed out. Daniel was working on that, and now we're gonna get working on feeding silage. Check this one. Yeah, they got water. See on this one. Yep, they've got water too. I see the water bowl is thawed out in the chickens. That's good. Last but not least, yep, these chickens have water as well. So the temperature right now is sitting right about 12 degrees. Our real field though is down into the single digits. It's very cold out here. With the blanket of snow on the ground, I'm sure that's helping to insulate a little bit, you know, not make it feel as cold as it really is. But the winds are gonna be picking up here shortly. That's gonna be a huge pain because it's already cold. Those winds are gonna make it so much colder. And another thing that's gonna make morning chores a lot more fun is that we are down 2 people. One, Matthew, he's on vacation. He's down south where it's nice and warm, so we're happy for him. The other person that's not here is Dad. Dad had to go somewhere with Mom this morning. They're going all the way up to Buffalo, New York. So we're not gonna see much of him. But Daniel and I have gotten down here early. Daniel got an early start on plowing out the driveway to the farm market. The farm market isn't open today, but with how cold it is, we didn't want this stuff to freeze on the ground. He is just finishing off trying to get as much snow moved out of the way as possible, and I finally think we can get started on taking care of some of these animals. So we're gonna get to feeding and collecting eggs. They love those worms. Just got the eggs collected. We seem to get a decent amount. I don't think the cold is bothering them near as much. We're thankful that it's not windy. These chickens are kind of secluded off from all the elements, which is really, really nice. Occasionally you'll get a little bit of snow in there, but that doesn't happen often. They've got plenty of bedding. But that's 1 pen of chickens down, 1 more to go. That should wrap it up for chickens. Just got our second basket of eggs. This one's really loaded. That is a beautiful basket. The only thing I don't necessarily love about working in these conditions, especially when it comes to the chickens, is my hands get so cold while I'm collecting eggs. It's just something that I don't like dealing with. I mean, I can collect eggs with these gloves on, but I risk dropping eggs. And you guys know we're like in an egg shortage here. So if I drop eggs, I'm gonna be in trouble. It's cold enough that when I take a good breath in through my nose, it's freezing up a little bit. Ooh. We just got the last bit of grain dumped in for the cattle. That is gonna be it when it comes to the animals. I got the chickens all taken care of. Daniel got the calves taken care of. And then we just finished off these cattle together. All of them seem to be doing very well. None have any issues with the cold right now. That is a good sign. And we just did a count of the pastured cattle. They are all here, so we don't need to go looking for any. If the temperatures dip down as low as they have and we get a decent amount of snow, we like to make sure that we have a good count of the cattle, because if one is missing, well, then we gotta go find it. And believe me, a lot of times we just gotta go find one that's just hanging out somewhere. Now, we don't have too heavy of a schedule today. Getting the animals taken care of and making sure all of them were healthy was a big part of the day. However, this snow, it's a little too much for me to shovel, so I'm gonna take the skid steer loader home and I'm gonna plow out my driveway. The roads are still fairly covered where we live, and we haven't seen much traffic going up and down the road, so it's fine, go for a little ride with a skid steer loader. Driveway all plowed out. Of all days to have the door on the skid steer loader, today would be the day. Pretty chilly. I do have heat in here, so it's not like it's just cold. I do have warm air blowing on me, but having the door on would have been a great idea. All right, we're gonna head back to the farm, see what else we've got going on. We've got a few things we need to check out when it comes to just things around the farm. I might take a walk through a few of the greenhouses just to make sure the snow isn't too heavy. Doesn't feel heavy, but it can pile up and make itself heavy. Whew. That was cold. I dressed pretty good this morning, but my toes are starting to feel a little bit cold. So I'm gonna head up into the farm market, warm up for a little bit, and then we'll check on these greenhouses. Uh-oh. Oh, good. I made it up here and Daniel had a great idea. He was sitting down, he was eating some cup noodles. He's like, I would eat some cup noodles if I were you. It warmed me right up. So I made myself some noodles. I'm gonna warm up for a little bit. And then we might get working on to a different job rather than checking greenhouses. But no, I'll actually still check greenhouses, that's important. But we got a little bit of a different job. It just feels so nice to have something warm. It's like, it's not too cold in this back room, but these noodles, they're hot, they're steaming up. I'll say it, it's officially colder outside now. The wind has really started blowing and we reached our high temperature for the day. It's only gonna continue to get colder and the wind is only gonna blow harder, which is one of the big reasons why we're moving on to our greenhouses. We just wanna check them, make sure we don't have any issues that we're gonna have to take care of in a snowstorm. Well, this greenhouse is looking okay. Usually you can tell if there's a problem if you see snow lying somewhere. These gutter connect greenhouses, they are pretty sturdy, but you can see over here in this middle section, the snow is piled up all the way to the top part of the greenhouse, and it's gonna sit in that middle part. It's gonna be sitting on that gutter, and the gutter will help pull water away, but it does get really, really heavy. We're definitely gonna have to keep an eye on that. It's gonna be pretty cold for the next couple days. But if we do start to get any sun throughout the day, it should warm it up and melt a little bit. All right, the largest greenhouse, it's safe. It is safe and good to go. We've already checked greenhouse number 6 and greenhouse number 5, or the cafeteria. We just need to pop into greenhouse number 4. That one's got quite a bit of snow left on it yet today. Woo, I'm sliding. We don't seem to be having any trouble here either. Yeah, I can actually knock the snow off myself. Yeah, we're fine in here too. It's cold in here, but with that wind not blowing on us, it's not too bad. What do we got? Yeah, 15 degrees. We just need to take a walk all the way up to the germination greenhouse, check on that one, and if we're okay there, then we can get out of this wind. This hill's a little harder to get up when it's snow covered. It feels really nice in this greenhouse. Oh, I just broke the thermometer. Like I was saying before I broke the thermometer, it feels really nice in here. Get the thermometer working. It's 50 degrees. The sun was poking through the clouds. It's 50 degrees in here, I think, if I got that working right. Not bad. No issues in this greenhouse either. We have all the water lines disconnected. We have our water heater all flushed out. We won't have any problems if it does get really, really cold in these greenhouses, but it's still important to check them to make sure the plastic's not ripped. Well, that's a big relief to know that everything's good to go. Now I can get back out of the cold. The next job is an inside one, and we cranked up the heater. Daniel and I were cold. We have to clean the ceiling in the farm market, which is not a fun job. We do it every single year. So we're gonna be going through and wiping the entire ceiling. Daniel has already got a start. He did up in this front corner. It looks so much better. You'd be surprised how much dirt you can get on a ceiling in a year. I would blame the girls because this is where they work, but we're not allowed to blame the girls. Daniel and I got to this job a little later than we wanted to today. All the snow that had to be plowed, it kind of put a damper on things. But we've made good progress. We've almost got this whole half section cleaned. I don't know if it's easy to tell on camera, but it is so much shinier where we had cleaned as to where we have not. This area, it doesn't get super, super dirty. The area that gets super dirty is in the kitchen. That requires a little elbow grease. That gets the shoulders pretty tired from wiping. This is one of those jobs, it's not the most fun, it's not the most exciting. I would say it's not the most glamorous, but it definitely needs to be done. Cleaning is very important. We gotta make sure everybody stays healthy, so we're just trying to do our part today, getting as much of this ceiling cleaned as possible. This is what we're gonna be working on the next couple of days. We're gonna be taking care of animals, working outside, but anytime we can get in here and do a little bit of scrubbing, we will. Definitely a lot of snow out here. Yeah, that temperature is dropping. This wind is nasty. I just want to take the side-by-side for a little ride to just see how everything looked. We definitely got some snow. That's about all I can say about that. Sure is beautiful out here. And how are you doing, Callie? Good. And then, how are you doing, Ronnie? And how are you doing, Lily? We got two happy babies here. Oh, I'm getting attacked. Uh-oh. So what did you guys do with mommy today? Did you play? You played, you had fun. Okay. What did you do? Is that your cat?
I'm leasing her.
You're leasing her?
Yeah.
Or you're releasing her?
I'm only leasing her.
Oh, okay. Oh, what do you think of that? This is pretty intense, huh?
You come lease it.
We're gonna go release a kitty cat, I guess. And that is gonna be it for the workday today. I'd like to appreciate everybody being here for this very, very cold day. If you have not already, don't forget to hit that like button, and thank you for stopping by. Bye-bye.